Okay, so I'm going to show you how to get some users actually using your smart contract. This is one of the hardest things right now is you actually wrote a smart contract, you deployed it, but now you might actually want to use it or at least do some user testing and see if everything's working the right way. And so I'm going to show you how you can do that without having to actually go create your own UX for it with like HTML, JavaScript, or whatever. So just got an example here, and this is just a vote contract. So it just has two numbers that it keeps track of, the yes votes and the no votes. And then we've got two functions, vote yes and vote no. And in each case, the function just increases the number of votes for yes or no, and then fires an event, voted yes or voted no, that just tracks who's voting. Now, if you were gonna do like a real vote, you'd probably have some checks around like duplicate votes, and you'd probably put in like a deadline, make sure no one could like keep voting after the vote was over or something. But this is a good enough example. And the cool thing about this is, this would actually work. Like, this is a real decentralized voting contract. If you wanted to have a trustless vote where you didn't trust whoever's running the vote, this is actually an example of how you could do that. So let's go ahead and deploy it. Okay, just step through these steps here. I'll probably cut the load out, so come back in a sec. All right, so we're deployed. So now we have our vote contract, and we can see it in our table for our Rinkeby deploys here. So one of the options here that's developer facing is actually just interact. And so we can actually read the number of yes votes and no votes. But we have this option here to make it shareable. And the cool thing about this is you can actually just go ahead and share this UI around with people if you want to. So if we just turn this on and confirm, we actually get a shareable link. So we can copy that link, and we can actually go to a new tab here, send that link around, text it to people, email, whatever, and your users can come in through this link and actually see this UI. So they have access to the yes votes and no votes, and they can also vote yes and vote no. So that's pretty cool. And let's just do an example here. Let's go ahead and vote yes. I'll increase the gas price so that this confirms more quickly. So we've got our transaction. We'll probably cut out the loading here too. All right, so we're done loading. Now, users of your UI could come back and see that you voted yes, and now we have one yes vote. So that's an easy way to do something like this. I guess you would want to implement a deadline at the smart contract level, but if you were just being casual about it, you could always come back over here if you wanted to stop letting people access your UI, and you can turn off the sharing status. And then people who come in through this link will now see invalid contract. So you could at least shut off the UI that way. So that's just a simple way to quickly put together a contract, deploy it, and then come over and share an interface with your users without having to do any front-end coding. So you can just simply focus on building a good Solidity contract and get people using it. Thanks.